Welcome to our deep dive into the surprising origins of common car myths. You know the ones, those quirky beliefs that have been passed down through generations, often leaving us scratching our heads. Ever heard that you should wait until your engine is warm before driving? Or that premium gas will magically boost your car's performance? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a joyride through the fascinating world of automotive folklore. In this video, we'll explore some of the most popular car myths, uncovering their unexpected beginnings and the reasons they've stuck around. You might be surprised to learn that some of these myths have roots in old-school mechanics or even marketing ploys. We'll sprinkle in a bit of humor along the way, because who doesn't love a good laugh while learning? So, whether you're a car enthusiast or just someone who wants to avoid being the butt of the next automotive joke, this video is for you. Get ready to challenge what you thought you knew about your vehicle and discover the quirky tales behind these common misconceptions. Trust us, you won't want to miss this ride. Myth 1. Premium fuel boosts performance. Let's kick things off with a myth that's as popular as a free car wash. Premium fuel boosts performance. Many drivers believe that filling up with high-octane gas will turn their everyday sedan into a roaring sports car. But where did this belief come from? It all traces back to high-performance vehicles that genuinely require premium fuel to operate at their best. Think of it as a fancy diet for your car. Some engines just need that extra boost to perform optimally. Now, let's break down the science behind fuel octane ratings. Higher octane fuel is designed to resist knocking, which is a fancy term for that annoying pinging sound when your engine is under stress. But here's the kicker. If your car's manual says regular fuel is just fine, then using premium is like putting a tuxedo on a hamster, totally unnecessary and a bit ridiculous. Picture this, you're at the pump, and your friend insists on splurging for premium, convinced it'll make their car faster. Meanwhile, their trusty hatchback is just as happy with regular fuel, cruising along like it's on a Sunday drive. So, unless you're driving a high-performance beast, save your cash and stick to what your engine really needs. Myth 2. Warm up your engine before driving. The classic belief that you need to let your engine warm up before hitting the road. This myth has been around longer than your grandma's secret cookie recipe. It harks back to the days of older vehicles, where engines were less efficient and needed a few minutes to get into the groove. Back then, a cold start could mean a rough ride, so it made sense to let those engines warm up like a cat stretching in the sun. Fast forward to today, and modern engines are designed with cold starts in mind. Thanks to advancements in technology, today's vehicles can handle a chilly morning without breaking a sweat. In fact, idling your engine for too long can actually waste fuel and increase emissions. Talk about counterproductive. Now, let's sprinkle in some humor. Picture this, a driver in a parka, gloves on, waiting impatiently in their car while the engine purrs like a kitten. Meanwhile, their neighbor hops in, starts the car, and drives off without a second thought. It's like watching a tortoise race a hare, but in this case, the hare is saving time and gas. So, unless you enjoy sitting in your driveway, it's perfectly fine to start your engine and go. Your car will thank you. Myth 3. Bigger tires mean better fuel economy. Let's roll into the myth that bigger tires lead to better fuel economy. It sounds tempting, right? Who wouldn't want to boost their gas mileage while sporting a rugged look? But hold on to your hubcaps, because this belief is more inflated than a hot air balloon. The truth is, larger tires can actually have the opposite effect on fuel consumption. When you increase tire size, you're also increasing the weight and rolling resistance. This means your engine has to work harder, which can lead to lower fuel efficiency. It's like trying to run a marathon in clown shoes. Sure, they look fun, but good luck keeping up the pace. Now, let's dive into the physics behind tire performance. Larger tires may provide better traction and a smoother ride, but they can also throw off your vehicle's dynamics. Think of it as trying to balance a basketball on a spoon. Challenging, to say the least. And here's a humorous twist. Picture a car enthusiast proudly showing off their oversized tires, convinced they're saving the planet 1 mile at a time. Meanwhile, their fuel gauge is dropping faster than a lead balloon. So, before you upgrade to those monster tires, remember, bigger isn't always better when it comes to fuel economy. Myth 4. You should change your oil every 3,000 miles. The legendary 3,000-mile oil change myth. This belief has been ingrained in car culture for decades, often passed down like a family heirloom. But where did it come from? Back in the day, when engines were less sophisticated and oil technology was still finding its footing, changing your oil every 3,000 miles made sense. It was a simple rule of thumb that kept engines running smoothly, but as with many things, it became a bit exaggerated over time. Fast forward to today, and modern oil technology has come a long way. With synthetic oils and advanced engine designs, many manufacturers now recommend oil changes every 5,000 to 10,000 miles, depending on the vehicle. So, if you're still clinging to that 3,000-mile mantra, it might be time to let it go. Now, let's add a humorous twist. Picture a car owner who treats their oil change like a religious ritual. They've got a calendar marked with oil change dates, a shrine of oil filters in their garage, and they even throw a party for their car every time it hits the milestone. Friends show up with gifts of oil cans, and the car gets a cake shaped like an engine. While it's great to be diligent about maintenance, let's not turn it into a full-blown celebration. Myth 5. Using your phone while driving is always dangerous. Let's tackle the myth that using your phone while driving is always a recipe for disaster. While it's true that distracted driving can lead to accidents, the reality is a bit more nuanced. Not all phone use is created equal. For instance, sending a text while navigating through traffic is definitely risky, but using your phone for navigation or hands-free calls can actually enhance your driving experience. Studies have shown that not all distractions are the same. Research indicates that visual distractions, like scrolling through social media, are far more dangerous than auditory distractions, such as listening to a podcast or taking a hands-free call. So, while it's essential to stay focused on the road, some phone activities can be relatively safe when done responsibly. Now, let's sprinkle in some light-hearted examples. Imagine a driver using their phone to pull up a playlist of their favorite tunes, transforming their car into a mobile dance party. Or picture someone using a navigation app to avoid traffic, all while sipping their coffee like a pro. Technology can be a helpful co-pilot when used wisely. So, while it's crucial to minimize distractions, let's not demonize all phone use. After all, sometimes a little tech can make the drive more enjoyable. As we wrap up our journey through the world of car myths, let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways. We've debunked the idea that premium fuel boosts performance, discovered that warming up your engine isn't necessary, and learned that bigger tires don't always mean better fuel economy. We also tackled the myth of changing your oil every 3,000 miles and explored the nuances of phone use while driving. The bottom line: not all car wisdom is created equal, and understanding the facts can save you time, money, and maybe even a few laughs. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share it with your fellow car enthusiasts. Your support helps us keep the wheels turning and brings more engaging content your way. And speaking of content, be sure to check out our channel or website for more videos that dive deeper into automotive tips, tricks, and myths. Whether you're a seasoned driver or just starting out, there's always something new to learn. Thanks for joining us on this ride, and remember, knowledge is the best fuel for your driving adventures.